What's up, daddies? What's up? So, I got a Weezometer for you. I don't know the number anymore. I took a week off of Weezometer because I didn't watch anything new. But I watched Morbius, and I got a lot to not say about it, as well as a lot to say, if you know what I mean. So, we're just gonna go into it. If you don't know what Morbius is, it's a Marvel movie owned by Sony fully. Like, Marvel didn't have much to do with it, I don't think. I don't know for sure. You never know until they decide to tell you. But it's about a guy who turns into a vampire, and he turns himself into a vampire with science, no magic shit, right? And I don't want to spoil anything, but that's basically it. It leads to things, obviously. We're gonna start with acting. So it's Jared Leto. You know he's a fucking Oscar-winning actor. He's an amazing actor. I love him. He's an attractive man. It's just fucking expected a lot from him, and especially from him, but from the movie in general. He was the only good actor in the whole movie. Literally, the main villain was just he's also an attractive man, but I just didn't like him. I usually like him in other things that he's in. I don't remember his name right now, but yeah, I usually like other things that he's in, but I didn't like him in this. The one thing I will say I know this isn't a plus for acting, but the whole cast was very attractive for the most part. The assistant, the bad guy, Jared Leto, they're very attractive. Obviously it's not everyone. The the old doctor was fucking fugly, but the main cast was attractive, and that's a plus. It doesn't add towards their score, it's just a plus. And so I'm gonna give, by the way, I just want to say something. If you haven't seen this movie, you can wait. That's all I say. We'll get it back more into it later. But I just want to say that acting, I'll give it 2 puffs. So we're getting to writing. I wasn't very familiar with Morbius, comic book wise. I have seen him fight Spider-Man. That's about it. And so I looked him up. I always do before the movies. Read it because I have this app where it you can get any comic book you want from Marvel. Marvel Ultimate, I think is what it's called. By the way, I'm not sponsored by anyone, but if Marvel Ultimate wants to sponsor me, I will absolutely. They kind of went into his story from the comic books a little bit, but but that again, that's not part of the movie like I've done with other things like anime and stuff. But overall, the writing a little cheesy. It had good parts. It was overall decent plot idea, but it was poorly executed. Again, Jared Leto was awesome, but he didn't save the movie by himself. It just felt rushed, but really long, if that makes any sense. They were running through plot points while the movie was being extended for no reason. It should have been an hour-long movie. Then, I don't know. I was gonna say what's the point of adding the extra stuff they added? What feels extra to me, but I don't want to spoil anything. So for writing, I'm gonna give it a 1 puff. So, the third and final thing, directorial things, cinematography, directing, if you will. Overall, cool ass effects. That CGI, really cool. Just my opinion. The camera shots were fine. The camera wasn't too dark or too anything. This was probably the only bright spot. So the cinematography part, I'm gonna go. The highest is going to be for the whole thing at 3 puffs. So 1 puff, 2 puffs, and a 3 puffs. That averages, math. Again, this isn't exactly 1, 2, and 3 average. It's I do the other stuff in my head. I would, and again, I do these before I think up the numbers. But this average was a little tough for me because, like I said, I really like the cinematography. I was going to give it a 1.2 puffs total, but I think that's a little low. So I'm going to go with a 2.4 puffs total. It's not a good movie. So if you have not seen it, wait until theaters. That's all I got to say. And this is crazy coming off of fucking Jujutsu Kaisen movie, which was so fire. All right, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So, God, I am fucking up the word subscribe today. Subscribe. Peace.